Gun control, like many other forms of excessive government regulation, has far greater effects than the intent of the law itself. Undoubtedly, public massacres that have increased in frequency of late are absolutely devastating and inflict fear in the American people. Is the answer to take gun rights away from law-abiding citizens, though? You don't grow a shipbuilding business in Arizona. It's just not sensible to do so. You need to have water to build ships. You gave everything that you had so your business would be successful. You chose a location to build your business that you felt would support your business, your ideas, give you a great pool of candidates to work from in terms of employees. You even took into consideration, would I like my tax dollars to go to this area? But then a law is passed that puts you right out of business. It's almost like infidelity in a marriage. Something similar has happened in the state of Colorado to the state's high-capacity clip manufacturers and their in-state suppliers with the passing of HB 1224 banning high-capacity cartridges, as quoted in an NPR article by Grace Hood. Articles published by Max Slowick of Guns.com and Alexis Shaw of ABC News indicate that the hunting industry, between manufacturing companies and tourism, makes up for hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue for the state of Colorado. Per a 2013 article published by R. Hawkins of Breitbart, all those greedy business people aside, one Harvard study suggests that the relationship between the number of gun owners and the number of deaths are disproportionate, meaning as more people are owning guns, less people are dying. There's this fantastic study that was performed in a Gallup poll with the question stating, in general, do you feel that laws covering the sale of firearms should be made more strict, less strict, or kept as they are now? You'll notice on this graph that there's two lines, a dark line and a light line. The dark line is people that suggest more gun control or more strict gun laws, and then the light green line is less strict or kept as they are now. You'll see in 2009 that the lines crossed, and in 2010, 54% of pollers felt that the gun control laws should be kept as is, whereas 44% felt that they needed to be increased. Again, per Grace Hood of NPR, there are 4 companies that announced plans to relocate from Colorado. Magpul Industries was the largest of these corporations, with 200 employees and plans to expand in the state of Colorado. But they've since canceled those plans and have actually announced that they're relocating to Austin, Texas. There's 2 other companies that support Magpul in terms of their production process, accessory suppliers and whatnot, that were not named, that are also planning to relocate. And High-Vis, which is a gun sight manufacturer that has been based out of Colorado, actually announced plans to relocate to the state of Wyoming. It's a smaller company with 14 employees, but it's a growing company with plans to expand as well. Michael Bain of the Outdoor Channel, which is arguably the best hunting television network around, said that he would end filming production in the state of Colorado if the bill passed. He also estimated that, quote, hunting had an almost $800 million impact in the state of Colorado in 2012. And this is per Alexis Shaw of ABC News. That $800 million comes from not just your license costs and conservation stamps and tax dollars, but we're talking about people that are traveling through the state, purchasing gas, staying at a hotel, going to a restaurant, going to a grocery store, going to a convenience store to pick up snacks on their way to or from their hunt. The greater effects, the shirt tail effects of hunting is significant. This is because Colorado has some of the easiest access for out-of-state hunters, and they have an extremely strong elk population with lots of public land. I've personally spent thousands of dollars on elk hunts in the state of Colorado alongside friends and family members who were also spending thousands of dollars on those hunts. You can see how the dollars add up very quickly. So to summarize, because these findings so clearly demonstrate that more gun laws may in fact increase death rates, there's studies that say that, quote, the mantra that more guns means more deaths and that fewer guns means fewer deaths is wrong. And this is per R. Hawkins of Breitbart. Research regarding public reaction to gun laws suggests that they're not all they're cracked up to be, as this graph here shows. Again, the hunting industry between manufacturing companies and tourism makes up for hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue for the state of Colorado. And, all those greedy business practices aside, the people just aren't supporting these laws, and the idea that more guns means more deaths is not supported. Those numbers are disproportionate for Harvard. So if people are less interested in the history of time in gun control, the numbers don't add up. There's actually less deaths as more people have guns. Why are these laws coming to a head? Why is this happening? Sometimes the best laid plans have unforeseen, grossly negative reactions. The plan in Colorado to ban high volume magazines is not only unpopular, but I believe it's ineffective and threatens Colorado's economic health. So I have to ask you, how often do criminals follow the law?